Now, K24 News Cut.
Well, you're right on time for K24 News Cut. Good afternoon from where you're watching us from. My name is Joel Chacha, and our sign language interpreter is Walter Sewe. We have a lot in line for you, and these are our top stories. Well, that's our very own Martin Opio following up on that particular campaign trail where, of course, Odinga trying to woo the Ukambani region with an estimated 1.7 million votes to back his bid to become the, next president in the country. Away from matters politics, over 59 markets in Nairobi have received a total facelift that has now seen the markets have modern stores, parking areas, as well as link roads to improve accessibility. The Principal Secretary for Housing, Charles Hinga, is currently inspecting some of the markets in Nairobi while seeking to confirm whether they have been put into good use by the players involved. And now we are joined by our very own Linda Kosgei, who is currently in one of the markets. Linda, if you can hear me, which market are you currently at and what's the latest?
A very good afternoon to you, Joel Chacha.
Also, two voters have asked IBC to revoke the clearance of Kisii Governor candidate Simba Arati over lack of requisite education qualifications. And now we are joined by very own Majibu Kisau, who is following on the proceedings at the Milimani Law Courts, where IBC Dispute Tribunal Court continues to hear nomination-related complaints, and now joins us live. Over to you, Majibu. Tupe Majibu. As you have seen, Kalonzo Musyoka has finally declared that he has rejoined the Azimio One Kenya coalition. After a month ago, he had announced to ditch that particular coalition.
Back to you in studio.
Well, that's our political reporter Martin Opio live from Kasarani. And still a focus on matters politics, Garissa Township Member of Parliament Aiden Duale has hit out at the criminal justice system in the country, accusing it for being used by the state. We shift our focus now to matters education, and over 600 students out of 1,734 students of Githwamba Primary in Ruai Sewage have been forced to study under the scorching sun after their classrooms were pronounced unsafe. Widening cracks were spotted on the walls of 8 classes that have one floor up. Residents and the principal condemned the shoddy job done by the contractor, putting the life of the children at risk. Shukran sana Majibu Kisau, our very own, who has been following that particular event at Uhuru Gardens. And of course, we'll be working on these particular stories.
Chacha, it's back to you in studio.
Well, that's our very own political reporter Martin Opio live from Nyayo Stadium. And also understand that later, of course, our very own Daniel Kitu, Giverson Minor, and the whole crew will be there, and you'll have the live coverage right here on K24. Meanwhile, the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has rejected Safina presidential candidate Jimmy Wanjigi's clearance to vie in the forthcoming general polls. The IBC chair Wafula Chebukati cited failure to submit original degree certificate and also failing to submit enough signatures. Thank you, Nixon Kisaka, looking dapper there from Kajiado County, and of course more details in our subsequent bulletins as well. Elsewhere, political leaders are drawn from Wiper Party led by Kalonzo Musyoka have lamented on the sharp increase in prices of basic commodities and food for the last few months that have pushed up the cost of living. However, Kalonzo has assured Kenyans that Azimio government will bring down the cost of living if Raila Odinga is elected into office in the August 9th elections. The party has also applauded Wavinya Ndeti after she was cleared by IBC to contest for the Machakos gubernatorial seat, asking her to improve the livelihoods of the people of Machakos County if elected as the next Machakos governor.
Now, K24 News Cut, the live news bulletin with stories.